Hey everybody, how's it going? Today we are going to take a look at my new car that I recently purchased about 2 weeks ago. It's a 1994 Acura Integra LS two-door coupe, and you guys can obviously see it's wrapped in a tiger stripe, I don't know, color. And it came like this from the previous owner, and she was the original owner, which is pretty awesome for an Integra. Clean title, and it's got 176,000 miles on it. Well, I bought it at 175. 5-speed manual. A couple other cool things here and there I'll show you in the video. But like I said, it's just gonna be a quick look. It might go into 2 parts. I'm not too sure, depending on how I want to upload it. But if it's short enough, 1 part. If not, it's gonna be 2 parts. Anyways, like I already said, this is a wrap, so it's not painted on there, it's removable. Some parts already have started to peel over time, which I'll quickly show you guys. If I haven't mentioned already, the previous owner wanted to repaint the car because it was originally black and it started to fade off from time to time, it oxidized, and it just didn't look so good. And I assumed that they went back to the factory to see how much it would get to be repainted, and I think they were probably looking about $3 grand, which wasn't cheap at the time and still isn't today. So I guess they didn't really check out other places like Mako or something just to get like a cheap repaint, you know, that probably doesn't look as good as factory obviously, but instead they went to get this wrap, and it cost them $1,800 to wrap it. And while they were doing that, they want to get something unique, so I guess they went with tiger stripes. So far, so good with the tiger stripes. I get a lot of attention driving it around, turns people's heads, my friends love it, and overall I'm starting to really grow onto it myself, same as my parents. And I guess in general I got a good deal on this car. I guess if you guys are in the California area, in the Bay Area, you'll probably see me rolling around or something. But you know, like I already mentioned, it's got 176,000 miles, 175,000 when I bought it, so I already drove to a lot of places. I went to Santa Cruz, Santa Cruz just a couple days back with my friends to the beach, made it back and forth. Air conditioning ran fine, didn't have any problems here and there. Took it to Mount Hamilton and back down, had a lot of fun there with this car too. So overall, I mean, it's already well worth the money being what it is. I do have to say that the clutch might need a replacement or some service within some time, as that it does sort of clunk or jerk time to time when I do drive it, and you know, it's just something that I do plan on replacing possibly in the future. Can't be that much, but we'll take a look. Anyways, sorry for talking so long and just having you guys sit in one position, but I'll go ahead and do a quick tour of how the car looks. Alright, here we go. Alright, so obviously I'm going to do this portion by hand, but anyways, I'm just going to quickly show you guys the car close-up of it, all sort of in a way. Recently did wash it at my work. If you guys didn't know, I just recently got hired at a Honda dealership as a detailer, and overall it's not too bad of a job. Anyways, let's keep going around. Couple things here and there like the antenna. I mean, it still works, but it's just sort of snapped off and it doesn't retract or come out anymore, so I might or might not get that replaced. I'm not too sure. All the badges are still here, that's cool. All the motor, everything, it's still stock, hasn't been touched. Everything is still very clean. It has a sunroof, and it's a sliding one, which is actually pretty awesome. Actually, I'm not too sure if they still call that a sunroof or a moonroof, because I know for the moonroof it slides back into the roof, but for this one it slides out. So I'm not too sure. It might be a sunroof, might be a moonroof. Not too sure. Like I said, overall not too bad, you know. It's got new front tires. They're not great brands, they're Prime Wells, but whatever, they're brand new tires. I'm not going to deal with them right now. Then the two in the rear are mismatched, but they still have enough tread for me to run around with them. Inside it's a beige, dark beige like interior, which actually isn't too bad. The only thing is that it does get dirty from time to time. It does have the original floor mats, so we're all pretty awesome. Everything still works, windows, mirrors, locks, which is really awesome actually, you know. Moving to the back, it's this is a 4-seater car. As you can see, there's that plastic piece in the middle, so can't really seat 5. Of course, I do have the bar for the steering wheel, as Integras do get stolen often. You do have rear folding seats, which I will demonstrate in a little bit, and then show you guys the trunk space, all that. Let's go ahead and move into the car. So, obviously, you do have your glove box over here. Just got random stuff in there. Cool thing, it does actually have a light in there, which I discovered about that yesterday. Up there you do have a clock, and then just buttons or settings for the clock. You have your hazards, defroster, and then air conditioning here and there, different zones, heat, cool air, and then you do have your radio right here. This is a Alpine head unit, which was installed by them. I do have the original Acura tape deck one, which they gave me, but obviously having this is a whole lot better. This doesn't have an auxiliary, it's only USB and straight up for iPod. I'll do a separate video just on this head unit later, just to talk about it more. Of course, you do have 2 cup holders here in the front, and then you can put those away. You do have an ashtray. I don't believe the previous owner smoked, so not too bad. Of course, you do have your 5-speed manual gearbox here. 5 gears, all the way back for reverse. I believe this is a leather shift knob. Will I change this later? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I'll see. But as for right now, I'm fairly used to it and I like it so far. Of course, you do have your handbrake right here, and then your center console. Small storage, but hey, it gets the job done. This is a close ratio 5-speed gearbox, and I do have to say that it is true that it is a close ratio. I do shift a lot, and I am sort of getting used to it. I still do ride the clutch a lot in first and reverse, so obviously I do have a feeling the clutch might actually run out faster than I'll expect it to, but as for right now, I'm still sort of getting used to it, and hopefully I can drive it a whole lot better. I will probably try to make a test drive video of this car sooner or later. And of course, you do have standard SRS airbags, both passenger and driver's side, the honk or horn, and you do have cruise control. Also another button over here, regular signal, windshield wiper controls, and then you do have your dashboard light or instrument panel light control there. And of course, you do have your gauges here. And this one, let's see, it's a B18B1, I believe, 1.8 liter 4-cylinder engine, and does not have VTEC. I wish it did have VTEC, which would be a whole lot more cooler, but unfortunately it doesn't. But I won't worry about that too much, since I'm just driving this as a daily car going back to work, school, all that. And then you do have your sunroof controls here and there, just regular ventilation. On the top, you do just have regular dome lights, or not dome lights, but map lights. I recently changed out one yesterday over here to a LED one that I had spare laying around, and then the other one's a standard one. And of course, you do have your sunroof. It does have a cover. I'm not going to show you guys that it works and all that, but it does. And you do have your dome light in the back, which I also switched over to LED yesterday. Anyways, let's go ahead and pop the hood, and then pop the trunk.